So good evening class, our topic for today is hyperbola. So what is hyperbola? So hyperbola is formed by the intersection of a cone with an oblique plane that intersects the base. So take a look at this figure na atay duwa ka cone na putay usa ka oblique plane na nag-intersect sa base. So consists of two separate curves called branches. Points on the separate branches of the graph where the distance is at a minimum are called vertices. Unlike a parabola, hyperbola is asymptotic to certain lines drawn through the center. The asymptotes are drawn dashes as they are not part of the graph. They simply indicate the behavior of a graph. So here we can see na this true solid arrow na color is our branches, and the point that is color green is our vertices. Then the center point is our center. Then the dashed line is what we call the asymptotes that guide or indicate the behavior of our graph. So there are also the equation of hyperbola opening left and right in the standard form. So here the quantity of x minus h squared over a squared minus quantity of y minus k squared over b squared is equal to 1. So that is our hyperbola opening left and right in standard form. Please note that if the x possesses the positive sign, then we can say that our hyperbola is opening left and right. Here, our center is the ordered pair hk, and our vertices is the ordered pair h minus a k and h plus a k. So move forward. So there are also the equation of the hyperbola opening upward and downward in standard form. So the equation that of our hyperbola that is opening downward and upward is the quantity y minus k squared over b squared minus the quantity of x minus h squared over a squared. So note, here in the standard form, the y possess the positive while the x possess the negative sign. Since our x possess negative sign, then we can say that our hyperbola is opening upward and downward. So here our center is the ordered pair hk, and our vertices is a ordered pair hk plus b and ordered pair hk minus b. So to easily sketch the asymptotes, we make use of two special line segments through the center using A and B. Take a look at this graph. A and B is our guide or center. Then we have here transverse axis is the line segment formed by its vertices. So here, from these branches vertices, these lines na nag-connect sa iyang mga vertices is what we call transverse axis. While the conjugate axis is the line segment through the center perpendicular to the transverse axis, as pictured below. So perpendicular man ta siya, so this line divided the transverse axis into two equal parts. So this is our conjugate axis. So our asymptotes has a slope of positive or negative b over a. Always remember that your asymptotes of hyperbola possess a slope na positive or negative b over a. Did you get it? So let's move forward. So here, example, graph quantity of x minus 5 squared over 9 minus quantity of y minus 4 squared over 4 is equal to 1. So take a look of this equation. So our x is positive while our y is negative. So we can say that our hyperbola is opening left and right since ang atong x possess a positive sign, correct? So in this case, the expression involving x has a positive leading coefficient. Therefore, the hyperbola opens left and right. Here, a is equal to 3. Why? Because 9 is our a squared. So to find a is square root of 9 is equal to 3, and the same siya sa b. b is equal to 2. So our center is h over k. So our h is 5 and our k is 4. So ordered pair 5, 4 is our center. Then mark point 3 units left and right as well as 2 units up and down. Then connect these points with the rectangle follows. So here. So after marking these points, we can see the graph na connect these 4 into maka-form tag rectangle with this first 4 points. Then after that, from the edge of this rectangle, mo draw ta og asymptotes nga moagi sa center. Duha ka asymptotes. Ganon, duha ka asymptotes. So after that, na tayo asymptotes, then you can graph your hyperbola. Did you understand? Very good. So here, example number 2. Quantity of y minus 2 over, sorry for that, quantity of y minus 2 squared over 4 minus quantity of x plus 1 squared over 36 is equal to 1. So here, our y is positive while our x is negative. So what happens to our hyperbola? It is opening upward and downward. So our a is equal to 6 since square root of 36 is 6, and our b is equal to 2 since the square root of 4 is equal to 2. So from the center is our h is equal to negative 1 and our k is equal to 2. So our center is ordered pair negative 1 and 2. So mark points 6 units left and right, then 2 units up and down. Then connect the points with the rectangle, the lines through the corners with the, you define the asymptote. Sorry for that. So here, so after plotting your points, like from the center, mo run ka 6, then 2 upwards, then mo form ka rectangle, then every edge ana mo pass ang asong asymptote sa iyang edge na moagi sa center, ganun. Then after plotting our asymptotes, then plot your branches of hyperbola, which is upward and downward man to siya. So then finish muna na to graph ang atong hyperbola. So try this equation. Then if you get the same graph of this, then you have the correct answer. So what if our hyperbola is, the given equation of our hyperbola is not in the standard form? So what will we do? So example of this, 4x squared minus 9y squared plus 32x minus 54y minus 53 is equal to 0. So step 1, group the terms with the same variables and move the constant to the right side factor so that the leading coefficient of each group is equal to 1. Very good. So here, then make a room para atong i-perfect square unya, completing the square. Then yeah, may mo na siya 4 times the quantity of x squared plus 8x plus blank minus 9 times the quantity of y squared plus 6y plus blank is equal to 53. So let's move forward. So complete the square of each groups in this case. So na may complete square na ta. So what is the formula in completing the square? So b over 2, the quantity of b over 2 squared. So x squared, 8 over 2 is equal to 4, then 4 squared is equal to 16. Same as 6 over 2 is 3 times 3 squared is equal to 9. So here, 16 times 4 is equal to 64. So add 64 sa left side, right side. Dahil 9 times negative 9 is equal to negative 81. So add negative 81 to the right side also. So because of the distributive property, adding 16 inside the first grouping in equivalent to adding 4 times 16 is equal to 64. Similarly, adding 9 inside the second grouping in equivalent to adding negative 9 times 9 is equal to negative 81. Now factor the divide to obtain 1 on the right side. So here, sa ato standard form, equal to 1 naman siya. So 36 on the right. What we're going to do is 36 over 36 para equivalent siya 1. So divide both sides, multiply both sides by 1 over 36. So here's the outcome. So after simplify, then we have quantity of x plus 4 over 9 minus y plus 3 squared over 4 is equal to 1. So since not a standard form naman ni daliran ni siya i-graph. So here's the graph. Did you get it? So thank you for your time, and I hope you learned something. So I want you to answer this if you want, and if you have the same answer of this or graph, then you have the correct answer. So thank you and God bless.